Dear one, this video is about learning about the difference about you with a small y versus you with a capital Y, or the small false self versus the true higher self. You see, the screen of the mind and the contents that arise there is essentially, it consists of all the things that you can perceive or be aware of, including but not limited to your own body, other people, thoughts, emotions, feelings, sensations. In other words, anything you can experience, perceive, and sense. So please, just a note on this video, although my explanations below is not in total alignment with the traditional meanings of psychology or what psychologists offer, I decided to offer you a different approach to the contents of your mind. It might resonate a little bit better with what or how you experience your daily life. So take it with a pinch of salt, and if it resonates, that is amazing. This is just to self-verify once again. Let's start with sensations, because they are the most basic and primitive. Babies and animals live in a world purely driven by sensations. Drives are then built on top of sensations, and then thoughts evolve on top of drives. Emotions derive on top of thoughts. So sensations are directly experienced as a result of what is happening around you at a moment in time, in the present. So it can be physical, mental, or both. What is happening to you right now? If you were to hold your hand over a hot plate, or a stove plate, the warmth you feel is the sensation. So the sensation can be categorized as the feeling because it is in the experience of the present moment. So with me. So sensations are a result of what is happening in your immediate environment or the circumstances, without any story that is attached to it. So almost like it's the pure, raw experience. Perception sensations. So this is a super sense that includes thoughts, feelings, and also drives. So any experiences, events, and circumstances or sensations, sensation perception experienced by the mind. Okay, so life projected on the screen of the mind. Anything that happens inside and outside of you must be projected on the screen of the mind in order to be experienced and perceived. This is very important to understand. So the ability to have perception sensations and recognize perceiving those sensations is what we call consciousness, the ability to perceive, the ability to be aware of perceptions. Thoughts, on the other hand, are mental sensations that usually involves hearing your own voice or imagining a picture or a video. What are emotions then? Emotions can be classified as sensations that are created in your head due to certain chemicals, due to the nervous system being activated or deactivated, and they dance with each other, creating what we call an emotion. So emotions derive on top of thoughts. Thus, emotions are closely linked to thoughts. They are two faces of the same coin. So the happiness and the excitement that you experience when you think about winning the lottery or having won the lottery is an emotion. Our thoughts create our emotions. Okay, feelings. Feelings are based on the meaning that we give to things that have happened. So it's also the meaning that we give of things that's happening right now and that will happen according to the subconscious mind and the belief systems. So your agreement to believing your thoughts and your emotions drives the feeling, even if there is no change in your direct environment. This is like thinking about winning the lottery and feeling really happy about that. So the happiness and the excitement, again, that you experience if you think about winning the lottery, this is what we're talking about. That's the feeling, right? So let that sink in, because it's a lot of dense information. So emotions are mind-body sensations synthesized from the meaning that your mind has subconsciously applied to what is happening in your life, according to your subconscious beliefs. Okay, so this is not a conscious thing. You're not aware of these. And then feelings, emotions are very real, but they are not a raw perception feeling. They are synthesized in your brain as a result of your subconscious beliefs. So our thoughts create our emotions. Feelings can also create emotions when following the pathway of feelings, sensations, thoughts, beliefs, chemical and electrical change due to emotion. So what are drives then? Drives are collections of emotions, thoughts that move towards a goal-orientated thing. Usually one that involves survival, sensual pleasure, and more propagation of the species. So there are 7 major drives linked to the chakra systems. Then from there, let's move to, yes, I would like to explain, sitting with an emotion can lead to figuring out and underlying thoughts revealing themselves. This is a doorkeeper of the subconscious belief system, which is the answer to what created those emotions in the first place. This is why meditation is so beneficial, to discern between these things. You see? So emotions and thoughts are very real, but they are not always true. Real and true, it's completely different things. So feedback loops to your emotions and thoughts, environment, diet, people, subconscious beliefs, these are not linear. And all the influence they have on each other is different. They are not all equal. Beliefs create drives, drives create thoughts, thoughts create emotions, emotions create belief. So can you see this loop going on? Like the spiral feeding itself. The ego serves as duality, that every action has an equal and directly opposite reaction. So it is futile to play these games at an ego level. You cannot solve a problem from the level of perception that created the problem. Play the games from awakening, playing games of consciousness, knowing that you are the awareness rather than identifying with the being represented by some object based on some screen of the mind. You will experience far more success at a much faster rate in all of these games doing that. And have fun. It is not about succeeding. It is about enjoying. If you can awake and collapse the barrier between the perceived and the perceiving, and realize that you are not doing any of the things that you think you are doing, and if you are really, if you get that none of these things that are really happening to you are actually happening to you, because nobody is here, you will start living from consciousness rather than living from the ego. If you can live every aspect of your life as a vehicle, as a vessel, or you understand that your ego, that your personality, your body, your mind, your house, your car, etc., are merely vehicles that the divine uses to facilitate experiences for consciousness to have perceptions, then you will no longer take anything personally. You will find joy and peace in every and all moments. You will transcend to healing. You will be completely present, undividedly, grounded in the here and the now.